Hi, Leo. Welcome back to Lee's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to take a look at new love, you and new love when it comes to your love life, okay? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, here we go, Leo. So the overall energy for this week's reading is the Eight of Cups. So this is talking about you walking away. I feel like it's you walking away from things that no longer serve you. And in this case, for most of you, I feel like it's talking about you walking away from the twin. Okay. Then we've got the King of Coins here. Okay. So this is an earth sign or someone with a lot of earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The reason why you were walking away is because you want something long-term, stable, and committed. And this other person just wasn't cutting it. Okay. You want a fresh new start when it comes to love. You want a lot of passion, you want love, you want the whole 9 yards, okay? You're going to have to make a decision when the time comes between this twin and the new person that's coming into your life. There may be, competition. There may be, people, competing for you or fighting for you, hopefully not literally fighting for you. And then with the Knight of Wands, fire sign, or someone with a lot of fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, I feel like this is representing the soulmate. They're going to come in, take a risk, with very passionate energy and want to sweep you off your feet, okay? Because you've had heartbreak, breakup, separation with this Five of Cups. And, I feel like now you've learned that you need to listen to your intuition when it comes to your love life, okay? So you can move forward from rough waters into calmer waters. Okay. Let's start by clarifying this Eight of Cups. Hold on one second. Okay, so to clarify the Eight of Cups, for you, you're angry, Leo, from what happened with this person, okay? You're also, sorrowful at the same time. So I feel like you may go back and forth from being sad to being angry, okay? Because it's talking about deep distress caused by loss, disappointment, or other misfortune suffered by self or others. So I feel like it doesn't necessarily just have to be about this twin flame connection. I feel like this has to do just with your love life in general. You're just pissed off and tired of the status quo, okay? But you're in a situation, you got a situation coming. For those of you who, want to have children, you've got a partner coming in that's going to want to leave a legacy with you, that's going to want to either shoot up your club and make you pregnant, or you shoot up their clubs. Men make it fit, okay? All right. So when it comes to your person, this soulmate, okay, they've been going through a period of chaos as well. So it's not just you. The two of you are mirroring each other when it comes to certain aspects of what you're going through, okay? But they're learning how to embrace change and to know that this happened for a reason, okay? What happened to them in the connection with their ex-person happened for a reason, okay? Okay, so the first card we're going to take a look at represents how you're going to be, who you're going to be in this new relationship. So we got the Four of Wands here. Spirit is saying, you're going to be stable, you're going to be committed, okay, and want to have marriage, if this, if that's what you want and this other person wants, you're going to be in that energy to want to be married and want to be committed. Okay, let's clarify. Okay, so Spirit is telling you to clarify this Four of Wands, to focus on your creativity. Take this anger that's showing up again, because this is the second anger card that's showing up, Leo. You're angry as hell about what was done to you in these past relationships, and it's showing up this time as anger issues. So Spirit is telling you to take this anger and funnel it into the creativity, because you're on the path to being more stable in your life. Okay, all right. When it comes to your person and who they're going to be in this new connection, they're going to be the sun, which is Leo energy, your energy, and then the Four of Coins. Okay, so this can talk about them wanting to hold on to you. So I feel like you're going to make this person so happy, they're going to make you so happy. This person's going to want to hang on to you with a death grip. They're not going to want to let anybody try to get in between the two of you, is what I feel like Spirit is saying with these two cards. Okay, let's clarify. Okay, so we've got the stalemate card showing up here. I feel like this is talking about the twin, talking about you and this person being at a stalemate. So we just gonna throw this card over here to the side. All right, so your person, the soulmate, is doing research. I feel like this is them watching you. This is like, to me, the equivalent of the Page of Pentacles. So they are watching you. They are doing their research on you and on the connection between the two of you, because they want to come in and be with you, and they don't want to make any, they don't want to move wrong. They don't want to mess this up. Okay, they're missing you. Okay, because like I told you, for a lot of you, this person already knows who you are. They're already in love with you. They're just waiting for Spirit to give them the go ahead to come towards you. Okay, all right, the next question here, or the next card here, represents what you're looking for in a lover. So we got the Page of Swords showing up here. So this is an air sign, or someone with a lot of air in their chart: Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. I feel like this is talking about, hold on, let me clarify, because I want to make sure this I'm picking up what Spirit is saying. Page of Swords, Spirit. Okay. You want a connection, all right, where, this can talk about watching, and I feel like this is what you're talking about. But as far as in, you want somebody where it's all about you, where their total focus is on you and on the relationship with the Page of Swords. Because I feel like you're tired of being in these connections where people are not giving you your attention. They're not, you're trying to be there and be open and be loving, but you're not receiving the same thing, the same behavior in return. And I feel like, for you, you want to be in a relationship where you're able to nurture and be nurtured, and then there's desire and passion on both sides. Okay, all right. Okay, let me get this other card. Page of Swords. Yeah, see, you're wounded by what happened, Leo, and that has to be healed. Okay, you've got to find you've got to find the forgiveness for this person, and heal yourself so you can move on. All right, because look at this picture. Look at how she's crawling on the ground. I feel like this person, like these, whoever your twins were, really did a number on you. Okay, and that's why you're showing up with this anger and sorrow. Like I say, you got every right to be in this energy, but Spirit is telling you, don't sit in it, because that's what the twin wants. The twin wants you to be angry and to be sad, and so you'll sit there and be stuck in your head, and they can continue to move in and out of the connection. Okay, all right. So when it comes to your person, this is talking about what they're looking for in a lover. So we got the Queen of Swords, and we have the Ace of Cups. So I feel like, this is an air sign, or someone with a lot of air in their chart: Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. I feel like your person is looking for somebody who is like, because the Queen of Swords is like a ride or die person. That's like somebody that, as long as you treat them right, they gonna have your motherfucking back to the end. Okay, you gonna ride this damn relationship till the wheels fall off. And I feel like that's what this person wants. They want somebody ride or die who is gonna love them the way they love people. Because I feel like you and this person, that's the one biggest thing that holds the two of you together, that like attracts you the most, is that you both love each other. You both love the same way. And I feel like you're both going to come into this connection, and that's what you're going to do. Okay, let's clarify. Yeah, so this person is building up their confidence because they're getting ready to prepare themselves to come in and try to sweep you off your feet when the time comes. Yeah, so we got the storm brewing card. To me, that's like the tower. So it's just them coming in and offering you this cup of love, and it's going to cause a tower moment. Okay, so the next card represents, this is what you really want in a relationship. Okay, so we've got the Fool. So you want somebody that's going to come in and take the leap of faith just like you do. I feel like you tried to leap when it came to this twin, and they didn't even catch you. They just let your ass hit the ground. So I feel like you're learning from your mistakes at this time, I feel like. And now I feel like you're going to stand there and wait for the type of person you really want to be with, and not, you know, continue to put up with this bullshit you've been putting up with in the past. Okay. But like I said, your person is coming. Okay. Your your new person, your soulmate, is a masculine that's evolving. Okay. And that when he comes in, he or she, like I said, if you are a male watching my channel, make it fit. Okay. When they come in, it's going to be, this type of reconciliation energy. And the reason why it's saying reconciliation, for those of you who are just joining me for the first time, this is because you have a past life connection with this person. You've done other lifetimes with them, and you're coming in to do, this person is coming in to do this lifetime with you as well. Okay, the next card represents what your person really wants in a relationship. We got the Wheel of Fortune. So they want their soulmate. They want you. They want the person they're destined and fated to be with, which is you. Okay, let's clarify. Yeah, see, they're showing up. They want their soulmate. And so they're being guided by spirit, okay, with this synchronicity card. And they've done a lot of soul searching. They sat down and really thought about the things that have happened to them in the past, what they did to contribute to the breakdowns of their connections, what the other person did, how to not do that again in the future. Like I said, this person is taking this connection with you really seriously, okay? And they're dealing with whatever unhealthy patterns they've got going on here, okay? All right, so the last card represents what your connection is destined to be like. Strength card, your energy, Leo energy. So this is talking about you believing in this person believing in you, both of you teaching the other person how to believe more in themselves, and just building up, both of you using each other and the support you have from each other to build up your inner strength and your courage to go out and live the type of life and have the type of relationship you want to have together. Okay. All right, let's clarify. Yeah, see, you're going to be on cloud 9 with this person, Leo. Okay. All this damn anger, and this sorrow, all of that's going to be gone. Okay. This person is going to light you up in ways you never thought possible with this cloud 9 card. Okay. Let me get this one. Yeah. See, this person's going to come in and seize the opportunity. There isn't going to be any playing around. It's not going to be a thing where they are, they got to think about it and know they're not sure they want to be. Ain't nobody got no time for that. So this person's carpe diem, baby. They going to seize the damn day. All right. They're going to seize the day. They're going to seize their feminine or their masculine. And the two of you are riding off into the damn sunset. Okay. All right. So now we are going to get some messages from spirit to see what else spirit wants to tell you about this connection. Okay, so we've got karma. Spirit says the universe will ensure energy is restored and in balance. So everybody's going to get their karma, okay? This twin going to get their karma, and you know the soulmate's going to get theirs, and you're going to get yours. And I feel like, you know, your karma and your soulmate's karma is for the both of you to come together in this beautiful relationship, okay? And we know the twin is going to get the twins are going to get that, you know, spirit's foot on their neck. That's what they're going to get, okay? So we've got roadblocks. It says blocks have to be removed for this to move forward, okay? So we know what these blocks are, right? We just talked about them several times in this connection, okay? Anger and the sorrow, okay? And you needing to heal what you need to heal to prepare for this connection. Spirit is telling you, embrace the changes, all right? Because you have the potential to have a beautiful, beautiful life with this new person. So don't let what these people did to you in the past, don't let this hold you back from your happiness, okay? Because you got the sun card coming up in here. This person is looking at you and this connection as the end all be all, because the sun is the strongest card. It is the strongest card in the deck, and this is how your person sees you, okay? So don't let what this twin did to you, don't let it mess with you, Leo, okay? Because you stronger than that. Because like I said, I was raised by a Leo, so I know how strong y'all are. Like I said, you the sweetest people in the world until somebody fuck with you. And then when somebody fuck with you, it's all over. It's all over. So trust me, I understand. And I know how sweet and how giving y'all are. And it sucks to be walked all over by people who just don't give a fuck and just want to be, you know, just want to be narcissistic, just want to be, you know, filled with ego and want to be filled with pride, and you didn't deserve that. So you got this, Leo. You can fix this. You can fix your life. You can fix your relationships, okay? Because like I said, you got somebody coming in that sees you as the beautiful person that you are, okay? All right, so now we're going to get some messages from your person, this new person. I'm not going to pull any for the twin, okay? Okay, this is the card that fell over when I tried to pick the deck up. It says unique. You are unique and special, and I've never met anyone like you before. You have opened me up to things that I never knew were possible. I am so strong because of the power of our love. You have opened up my heart to the truth, and I'm very grateful for all the lessons that we are both learning now. Okay, hold on. This person sees you as a total and utter blessing. That's all. Okay, divine timing. We are on the journey and the divine dance on this soul plane. It will manifest into the physical world in the perfect divine timing. All we have to do is trust and have faith that all will work out beautifully. All right. Okay. Next question. Next question. Next message. Okay, this person says, you are their everything. You are my good vibes. You are the butterflies in my stomach. You are the person that when I think about you, I smile. You are the feeling of total happiness. You are the warm feeling of being loved. You are the sunshine that breaks through the clouds on a rainy day. You are the reason why my life feels complete. You are my everything. Okay. And then we've got, do you think about me as much as I think about you? I wish you were next to me. I listen to music you sent me, and I feel like that's the telepathic thing they're talking about. Are you going crazy thinking about me too? Okay, so this person, you're always on this person's mind, always. Okay, again, you are their everything. Okay, you don't realize how perfect you are to me. Then we have, I'm keeping tabs on you. I want to make you mine. Right. Okay, one last message. Okay. I'm just gonna leave. Look, we're gonna leave it right there. I love you. Okay. So, like I said, you are loved. You are loved by this person. And a lot of you don't even know who this person is, or you haven't even met this person yet, and they already got feelings for you. So that's why I'm telling you, don't let what the twin did to you. Don't let that mess you up. Don't let that slow you roll or stop your thing. Okay? Don't let nobody stop your stuff. Hold on. Okay, so we're gonna get a romance A Black Hollywood Romance Stars Oracle card before you go. So we've got telepathy. See, there it is. Pay attention to the telepathic messages that are being sent and received at this time. So your new person is communicating to you, to you through music, maybe random things. It may be words your mind, is drawn to. It's going to be different for everyone. Then we've got patience. Spirit is saying, why the rush? There's no need to rush divine timing. Enjoy the journey because it's worth the wait. So Spirit is telling you this person is going to be worth the wait. So take the time you need to take, Leo, to get yourself together so you can be, open and welcoming to this person when the time comes. Okay. All right, Leo, I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Leo. Hi, Leo. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to take a look at your love life with your new partner, with a soulmate, new love, okay? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. This one's there. Okay, here we go, Leo. Overall energy for this week's reading, we're talking about your person. We're taking a look at your person this week, okay? And this is new love. This is not old love. People are still coming in the comments talking about I'm talking about the old person, but no. The new person has issues just like the old person does, okay? The only difference is they're working on their stuff and they're trying to clear it up so the two of you can come together. That's the difference, just like you working on your stuff to be with them. So let me put that out there. So don't come for me in the comments with no type of disrespect saying that I'm talking about old love. This is new love, okay? All right, so we've got 7 of Wands is the overall energy. This is talking about your person protecting their energy, all right? They may be holding themselves back emotionally as well. Underneath this, we have the 2 of Swords. The 2 of Swords is talking about choices, having to make a choice. There may be some things that your person has refused to see because we got the moon showing up here. Normally this person is blindfolded. This can talk about them having their head stuck in the sand, trying to ignore certain red flags. And I feel like them doing that kind of bit them in the ass when it came to their situation. Okay. Underneath this, we have the World. This is all signs. It is talking about closing out old cycles. This person is also trying to overcome personal challenges to open up new doors and opportunities, especially when it comes to love. Okay. Again, there's the you are at a crossroads, and I feel like your person is at a crossroads as well with the 2 of Wands. This person could be at a distance from you. This could be someone who may be moving. It can also speak of, just them trying to figure out, what they're wanting to do. They may have to choose between you and the old person. Okay. Or whether or not they want to be in a relationship. But I feel like for most of you, the choice has already been made and they're wanting to be with you because they want a higher level of commitment with the Hierophant, which is Taurus energy. Okay. Yeah. This person is your dream lover with the 6 of Wands. But what you got to understand is they have issues just like everybody else. Nobody on this earth is going to live this life and come out unscathed. Okay. 7 of Wands. So now I'm going to clarify the 7 of Wands. Okay. So when it comes to you, you're showing up with the love card. So this is about you learning how to love unconditionally, unselfishly, with no limitations. I feel like this is the reason why Spirit is showing you what is going on with this person, because in a real relationship, this is a real relationship. And in a real relationship, it doesn't matter if this person is perfect for you. There are going to be things where they fall short, just like there are going to be things where you fall short. And I feel like Spirit is saying that if you want someone to love you unconditionally, Leo, you're going to have to love them unconditionally as well. Okay. All right. When it comes to your person, they have issues with somebody in their family. It could be, it could be a parent. It could be somebody just that's, a sibling or something like that. But because it's going to be different for all of you. But with the karmic family card, this is talking about somebody they have an issue with that they're going to have to work out. Like I told you, everybody's got their shit. Everybody does. It doesn't matter how top shelf they are. It doesn't matter how balanced they are. None of these things matter at the end of the day, because we are all humans here, or spiritual beings, I feel like, having a human experience. Okay. So you're here to learn certain things, and you can't expect anybody to come through here and live this life and nothing happened to them. Okay. Because even look at Jesus Christ, right? Those of you who are Christians, look at Jesus Christ and the stories about Jesus Christ. Look at all the stuff he went through. And yes, he was human, but he was also a divine being at the same time. So what I'm saying all this to say, no one is going to come through here and not have anything be wrong. And just because something is wrong, or they've got something they need to deal with, it doesn't make them less than. Okay. All right. So the first row here, I pulled a 9-card spread. The first row we're talking about is the recent past. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Then we have the 9 of Cups and the 8 of Cups. Okay. So your person feels like this is a destined connection between the two of you with this. It's a fated connection between the two of you. You are their wish fulfillment with the 9 of Cups. Okay. They had to walk away from something with this 8 of Cups in order to be able to come towards you. And I feel like that is what they're probably working on if they're not in your life at this time. Okay. So we're going to start by clarifying. Okay, so to clarify the Wheel of Fortune, the 9 of Cups, and the 8 of Cups, we've got the Crossroads card coming up again. This person being at a crossroads. Okay, like I said, when they started, I feel like when this other person that they were with, when the mask started to slip, this person had to make a choice whether or not they wanted to stay in the connection or they wanted to move on. But I feel like, they met you with this 9 of Cups card, and like I said, you were everything that they wanted. I also feel like this could have been a situation also where your person prayed for you, like they were wishing for you. This was like a turn of good luck for them. You were the type of person that they always wanted to be with. Okay. And like I said, once you showed up, I feel like this person, like I said, had to walk away from things that were no longer serving them in order to prepare for the two of you to be together. Okay. So they had to work on learning to be more lovable and feel more lovable. I feel like because this other person deceived them. Okay. They were wearing a mask, and I feel like that mask slipped. And when it slipped, because this is the card that clarifies the 8 of Cups, when it slipped, this person walked away. Okay. All right. When it comes to what is currently happening, we have the Prince of Pentacles here. We have the Queen of Cups, which is Scorpio. It could also, talk about Cancer or Pisces, but when this shows up, Spirit is telling me it is Scorpio. And then we've got the Ace of Pentacles here. All right. So right now, what is going on is this person has a lot of love for you. With the Prince of Pentacles, this is normally the Page of Pentacles, Earth sign, or someone with a lot of Earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. What Spirit is saying is that this person, I feel like, is studying you. All right. They realize that you're a loving person. You have a lot of love. They understand also on an intuitive level that, there's some type of psychic bond between the two of you. And they are, wanting to have a fresh new start where you have a I'm not long term, where you have, a long term faded, connection where it's something that's going to last forever, a lifelong connection with each other with this Ace of Pentacles, where you start out grounded, you start out stable, and you go for the long haul. Okay. All right, let's clarify. Okay, so this person has been doing like I told you, they're studying you, right? This person has been doing their due diligence when it comes to this connection. They're trying to understand more about this soulmate connection, and I guess what's happening between you, like the communication that's going on between you and the songs they may be hearing and stuff like that. So I feel like they're doing that to learn more about it and to learn more about you so that they can come in a proper way. Okay. So like I said, they see you as a very loving, caring person with this Queen of Cups. And this is about them opening themselves up to this love as well, because like I told you, they got mistreated just like you did in you know, in your last connection. That's what happened to them as well. So spirit is guiding them. Okay, they're seeing synchronicities, you know, repeating numbers 444, 1111. Okay. And like I said, where they're headed is they're wanting, you know, something stable, like the type of relationship you both have always wanted, where there is stability, you know, there is groundedness. The two of you are able to just come together, bond with each other, and have an amazing relationship. This person wants to be loyal. They want to grow old with you, because you see the couple on there, right? They're both of their hair is white. You see the lady has a cane. This person wants to take it to the end with you. They're not wanting to come in just to date or just to play around. Okay. So in the future, the immediate future, we've got the Ten of Cups, the Eight of Swords, and the Hermit, which is Virgo energy. So I feel like what Spirit is saying, in the near future, you know, you and this person are going to be headed towards happiness. Okay. But there may be times where you or your person, or the both of you, because look, it's two people in this Eight of Cups. I mean, Eight of Swords card. It could be the both of you getting stuck in your head because you have been, you know, mistreated in other relationships. Okay. And even when you heal it, you know, there still is a little bit of you, you know, wanting to be cautious and to be careful, because yes, you want your Ten of Cups, you want to be happy, Leo, but I also feel like, you know, you're trying to learn from what happened so you don't end up in this energy for good like you did with this other person. Okay. All right. And with the Hermit card, Spirit is telling you to take this Hermit energy, like I said, which is a Virgo card, and to use it to heal yourself so that you don't end up repeatedly in this Eight of Swords energy. All right. Let's clarify. Okay. Yeah. So the two of you, you know, Spirit is telling you while you're in separation, all right, take this time to heal yourself and work on the things you need to work on to prepare for the connection. This person realizes that you are their divine feminine. Okay. The two of you have a soul contract with each other now. The other one with the other person, with the twin, has been broken. And this is talking about, you know, both of, you know, this person recognizing you feel like home to this person. You feel familiar. You have soul recognition with each other. All right. That's what's going on. That's why it's clarifying this Ten of Cups. Okay. This person knows that intuitively, on an intuitive level, that the two of you can be happy with each other and take it all the way. All right. And then with the Eight of Swords, this can talk, you know, we've got the Revelation card here. All right. So I feel like on both sides, there are going to be some things that you both come to understand being in this connection. Like I said, this is going to be a very healing connection. This can also represent, you know, the fact that you're going to pull up this person's stuff that they haven't healed, and they're going to pull up your stuff as well. And so I feel like it's going to be a thing where the two of you are going to work together in order to heal what is left over that needs to be. Like I said, healing is ongoing. It's not something that, you know, ever stops, but there are things that are going to come up in a relationship. Okay. Especially because the two of you got out of very traumatic situations. And I feel like this Revelation card is just talking about like light bulb moments about things. You're going to realize that this person has your back. This is not somebody trying to stab you in the back like the other person is. I feel like you're going to realize you can relax with this person, because you're gonna realize too, on an intuitive level, and I feel like your spiritual team is going to let you know this too, that this is someone you can trust. This is not someone trying to keep you stuck in your head. On the contrary, they're going to be trying to bring you out of this energy when you get into it, and I feel like vice versa, you're going to do the same for them. Okay. All right. So now we're going to get some messages from Spirit and see what they want to tell you. Okay, so we've got wait. The timing is not quite right. Okay, you still have things to clear up. Your person still has things to clear up as well. We've got play hard. It says find time to laugh, goof off, and enjoy each other. Spirit is telling you to enjoy your life. Live your life. Don't sit around waiting for this person. Everything is being divinely guided, divinely timed. So this person's going to come in when you're not even thinking about them, 9 times out of 10. Okay. Then we've got stability here. Spirit is telling you this is going to be a very stable, a very healthy relationship, and it's going to be able to stand the test of time if that's what you're wanting. Okay. All right. So now we're going to get some messages from your person, from the new person. We're not messing with anything old. Okay. Okay. So it says soon we will be together in the near future. See the picture? Okay. It says our reunion is imminent and I'm doing all I can to be ready for you. I'm working hard on myself to be a better provider for you. I hear you call for me and I'm coming back to you. This is my promise to you that soon we will reunite again. Okay, so you hear these words reunite. Listen to what I'm saying, okay? Because it's just clear to me that based on some of the things that are being said in the comments, not all of you, this is not for all of you, this is for those of you who are not catching what I'm saying. This person, you had a past life connection with them. I didn't say anything about them from coming back from this lifetime. Okay. It could be possible that someone may come back from this lifetime, but the majority of you, this is somebody new. If it's somebody turns out to be somebody old that may be coming in and with new energy, you have a choice. You always have free will. You can reject whoever you want to reject, even this person. If they come in and you decide for whatever reason you no longer want to be with them, Leo, or you changed your mind or whatever, you have free will to do whatever it is that you want to do. Okay. Just because spirit is telling you about this person, it does not mean you have to accept them into your life. Okay. All right. Let's get some more messages from your person. Okay. Okay. We've got, I always struggle to feel good enough for you. So this person, they have issues sometimes with self-confidence just like anybody else. Okay, this person has put you on a pedestal. They have a lot of love for you, and so you are like this person's dream lover. So of course they're going to feel at times intimidated by you because they're not wanting to mess this up. They put a lot of stock into this. You mean a lot to them, and so they're going to look at it like that from time to time. Okay, we've got I always want to be with you. And then we have my love for you grows stronger and stronger each and every day. Okay. All right. Next messages. Okay. We've got you will see me in your dreams. Then we have you and your love are worth it. So like I said, everything this person is doing to prepare for you that we just talked about in this soon card, the person feels like you're worth it because like I said, you are the type of person they've always wanted to be with. Okay. And it says, I take you with me wherever I go. All right. Last deck. Ooh, you got a whole bunch of stuff falling. Okay. So we've got I'm afraid to contact you. Like I told you, this is a situation where this person, at times you're gonna feel like that. Because think about it, when the two of you get together, this is somebody new. You're gonna be nervous too, You're not gonna, everybody's not always 100% confident all the time. All right. And I don't feel like that's a bad thing. I feel like that means that they think a lot about you. They think a lot of you. Because why would you want somebody that's confident coming in and not taking this seriously or acting like the twin did and coming in confident, but then they can't keep it up and they're gone. Okay. So we've got I feel you even though we're apart. Okay. So like I said, there is a telepathic link, a energetic link between you and this person. They daydream about a life with you. They said they will do it all again. I feel like they're talking about all the things that they've been through in order to get to this situation and get to this connection with the both of you. Okay. You inspire me. I don't want to let you go. I want you so badly. And then we've got, I find you so attractive. So like I said, you do it for this person. There are no 7 of cups. There is no, you know, bunch of options. This person has options. Don't get me wrong. They have Seven of Cups. They have options. And I feel like, you know, you have options as well, Leo. But this person only sees you. They're not trying to mess around with anybody else. Okay. All right. Now we're going to do, let me do the Romance Angel Oracle cards to see what else Spirit wants to tell you about the reading. Okay, so we've got finances and career. It says financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So somebody's got to get their coin together. Okay, if it's you, Leo, that's what Spirit, one of the things Spirit is telling you to work on right now while the two of you are in this separation. Okay. All right, then we've got make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Okay, let me say this. I feel like I said this before, but I feel like I need to say it again. Just because somebody has issues, okay, how would you feel knowing that you got issues, you're not perfect, and somebody comes up to you and you find them attractive and they find you attractive, and then you know, they find out you got issues and they like, well, I don't want to deal with you no more. You got issues. That person would not be living in reality. So I feel like, you know, those of you who are expecting this person to walk the line and not have anything be wrong with them, you're not living in reality. Because, you know, I'm going to tell you the damn truth here. You know, we don't sugarcoat at Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. And like I said, I love all of y'all and I want you to have what it is you want. But let me tell you like this. One of my friends' mothers, when I was younger, always used to say this, and I never understood what she meant until now. She used to tell me, and I quote, it's everybody's got a pile of shit, right? That they've got to deal with. You just got to make the choice on which pile of shit you want to step in. That's the way she used to put it. And now I realize what she's saying, because it doesn't matter how much you love somebody. It doesn't matter what they've been through. It doesn't matter how they've healed, how they've done things. They're always going to have things that they have to work on. And so if you want a true relationship, it's going to be peaks and valleys. It's never going to always be peaks, because you'll never be able to appreciate the peaks if you don't have the damn valleys. Okay. You're going to have people that have issues because you got issues. So how does that make any sense for y'all to be thinking? I'm talking to those of you who are not thinking, you know, not thinking about this the way that I'm putting it out here. Okay. How are you thinking that it would be normal for somebody to come? If somebody comes into your life and they act like they don't have any issues, they're lying. They're lying. Give it enough time. All of their stuff, all their skeletons are going to fall out of the closet at some point. Okay. So I'm saying this to you so you don't go into this thinking, like I said, you can have a fairy tale. Just look, you can have a fairy tale like in the books, all the things we got read in the movies that you see. You can have a fairy tale, but you just got to realize that the damn how to say this, the damn knight in shining armor may have a damn peg leg. He might need to deal, you know what I'm saying? He might have a tooth missing. He could be, you know, he could have some type of balding. If it's a female, she may not be, you know, the exact weight you want. She might be a little smaller. She may not be the race that you want. It's going to be different. It's always going to be something that you're going to have to overcome, because that's the nature of a relationship. But I feel like if you really love this person and the person really loves you and they're treating you the way you deserve to be treated, some of this shit can be over fucking looked. Okay. Cause like some people, for instance, with the height thing, people are like, oh, I need somebody, they got to be this tall. And if they not this tall, da 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 da. And I'm like, because I remember this lady I used to see on TV. She was I think she was a matchmaker. And it's not the $1 million matchmaker, it's somebody else. This lady had found the love of her life, right? She wanted this dude to be like over 6 feet, and he was like her height. And I remember her saying, you know, would I want my husband to be taller than what he is? Yes. But she says, I wouldn't trade him for the world because he treats me the way I deserve to be treated. So at the end of the day, that is the thing you looking for. Somebody who is gonna put you on a pedestal and treat you the way you deserve to be treated, who's going to love you, okay? And anybody that comes in and loves you, everything is not going to be right. You might as well just let that go. There's going to be issues, and you just got to figure out if you're going to want to deal with it. But you also have to realize that they're going to have to deal with your issues too, because who in this world is perfect? All right. So I just gotta put that out there, because I feel like some people, because Spirit has been telling you about this person and telling you how good this person is, it's like some people have forgotten that they're still humans, and that, yeah, they're gonna have issues like everybody else. Okay. So I'm gonna put the mic down. I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, Leo. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Hi, Leo. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to take a look at you and your soulmate when it comes to new love. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, what is relationship? Okay, here we go, Leo. Overall energy for this week's reading for you is the Star card. Okay, this is Aquarius energy. Hold on. And this is talking about, you receiving your wish. This could also talk about you healing. Okay, like I said, it's Aquarius energy. Underneath this is the Nine of Pentacles. This is talking about, you standing in your power, knowing your worth, building your solid foundation when it comes to, career wise, focusing on the things you love, so that you come out in this energy where you can be very discerning and very picky, because Spirit wants you to be picky when it comes to the people you allow into your life now. With the Eight of Wands, this situation may happen really quickly. This can also be a manifestation card. This can talk about somebody coming in and sweeping you off your feet. Then we have the King of Wands here showing up. This is a fire sign, or someone with a lot of fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is talking about a lot of passion in this connection. You and this person are going to have, a very passionate connection with each other. You're going to, be independent, but also be interdependent at the same time. This is someone who is going to be your protector. Okay. Male or female, because some females can be protectors as well. Okay. So we're going to start by clarifying the Star. Star. Okay, so for you, showing up on your side to clarify the Star, this is talking about, you finding your happiness and contentment when it comes to this person. Okay, like I said, they're your wish come true. You've been praying for this person. All right, when it comes to them, they're going to come forward with a fresh start in love and give you a fresh start in love. Okay, so the first card we're going to take a look at represents your relationship foundation with this person. So we've got the Tower card. This is Scorpio energy. It is talking about a long-term change. So like I said, this person may be coming in fast for some of you with this Eight of Wands, because remember I told you it's fast-moving energy, and it talks about something that's been a certain way for a long time changing, and it just coming in out of nowhere. And the Eight of Wands can talk about that, and it happening with speed. So let's clarify and see what else Spirit wants to tell you about it. Tower. Like I said, when this person shows up in your life, it may happen fast, but I don't think you're going to see it coming when it happens. Okay. All right. So I feel like this is talking about what was going on in the last connection you were in. Okay. You and this person are distant, going separate ways. This person was battling an addiction. Okay. You may have had an addiction as well. Take it as it resonates. If it's yours, it's yours. If it's not, it's not. Okay. Let me pull another card. The Tower, please. And I feel like that's what's changing, was what you were going through. Okay, so you're going to be dealing with this other person. I hear Erica Badu. See you next lifetime. That's what I feel like, Spirit is saying with this card. Let me get a card for your person. Yeah, Spirit is telling you that change is coming. All right, with this Tower card. The next card we're going to take a look at represents your emotions in this connection. So we've got the Two of Wands. So this can talk about you, being split, being at a crossroads, having to make a decision. You and your person, this new person could be at a distance. This could also speak of like you moving. Like I told you, there are going to be a lot of changes coming with the introduction of this relationship. So it's not going to just be your love life that changes. I feel like a lot of things in your life are going to change. Okay. All right, let's clarify. Two of Wands, please. Yeah. Okay. So the person coming in, your soulmate, is a masculine that is evolving. So they are doing the work that they need to do to prepare for this connection. That's coming from your side. The two of you are going to have a very romantic relationship. You're going to plan dates with each other, do all the things that lovers do. Okay, is what I hear. All right. So when it comes to your person, what's showing up is the disconnect and relax card, and then meeting someone new. So this is telling me that they're using this relaxation energy. This is like the Four of Swords, which could be like the mini hermit for me. Them using this energy to heal what they need to heal, because they are preparing for you and them to come together with this meeting someone new card. Okay. All right. The next card we're going to take a look at represents your person's emotions. Okay. So we've got the King of Swords here. Air sign or someone with a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Your person could be somebody that travels for their work. They could be, in the military or former military. This person could be a government worker as well. So, or they could be on the police force. Okay, because that's what I'm picking up as well. So with this King of Swords, this is saying that your person is somebody that's very independent. Okay, they're looking for somebody that can hold their attention. This is not somebody who is easily impressed. And I feel like the fact that you left an impression on them, that like surprised them, because it takes a lot to impress this person. This is, like I said, there's somebody very independent. This is someone that has a choice on whether they can be in a relationship or they can be by themselves, because they have a lot of options. I'm not saying you don't have a lot of options as well, Leo. I'm not saying that, but I'm just describing what's going on with this person. But this is someone with whom they are stimulated a lot. It's not just emotion. They're stimulated a lot logically and like mentally. Okay. And I feel like you stimulate this person when they watch you and stuff like that. There's something about you that stimulates them in a way that nobody else stimulates them. And get your mind out the gutter. That's not what I'm talking about. Okay. So let's clarify. Okay. So this person, you intimidate them. Okay. Nobody intimidates this person but you. Okay. So they kind of feel a little, they kind of got to get themselves together a little bit, kind of straighten up the crown a little bit, because like I said, you make them feel a certain way, like it's a positive way. You make them feel good, but this is somebody that is normally, very logical, even though they're empathic at the same time. I feel like logic rules with this person. And so you are bringing them over by the feelings they have for you. You're bringing them deeper into emotions, maybe more deeper than they've ever been into emotions, even though they've been in relationships with other people. I think that maybe on some kind of level, they've held other people at arm's length, but I feel like they can sense that they're not going to be able to do that with you. Okay. And see, look, for you, you got a love offer coming in. So this person is coming in. Okay. Fear or no fear, they're coming in because they're showing up as the King of Swords, and the King of Swords, they don't play around. Okay. They're going to come in and be truthful, be honest, and let you know exactly how they feel. And it's going to be a relationship where the both of you are going to support each other in an interdependent relationship where you both can go out on your own and do your things separate of each other, but knowing that you have each other's support when you come home and you're together. Okay. All right. The next card represents the challenges. We have the parish card. I cannot say this word. I don't know why. Something with YouTube. Okay. So this is Scorpio energy. It's talking about a transformation. All right. Spirit is saying the challenge is, can both of you transform from the way you used to be? Meaning, in situations where you were hurt because people devalued you and mistreated you. Can you transform yourself to open yourself back up to try again with each other? Okay. All right, let's clarify. Yeah, see, they're showing up on your side as the divine masculine or divine feminine. Guys, make it fit. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, your person has a lot of regret that they had to get over from the last relationship they were in. They had to walk away from something. Okay, something that was very unhealthy, very toxic in order, and now they're, wrapping that up, healing it up so that they can come in towards you. Okay. All right. When it comes to the potential outcome between the two of you, we have the Princess of Swords and we have the Prince of Pentacles here. Hold on. I'm looking for the nudity so I can close it. I can cover it up. Okay. The Princess of Swords, which is normally the Page of Swords, and we have the Prince of Pentacles, which is normally this is the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Earth sign or someone with a lot of earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Air sign or someone with a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So what Spirit is saying is that you and this person, there may be a delay and things are going to move slowly. Okay. With these two cards, because remember the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight in the deck, but there's a reason why for it. There's a method to Spirit's madness, because your person's got things they have to overcome. Okay, they've got these regrets and these things that they're having to work through, and you have things as well. And so it's gonna be a little slow moving in the beginning when the two of you come together. I feel like you're gonna come together fast, but then it's going to, Spirit is telling you to slow down, to go slow. All right. They're telling you to go slow, to take time to get to know each other, because you're both shell shocked from what happened. Even if you've healed it, I feel like, there's part of you that's just like, I got to be careful. I got to be on tenterhooks. Well, yeah, tenterhooks when I get into the next relationship because of the things that I've been through. I feel like that's what both of you are telling yourself. So I feel like it's just going to be a little touch and go in the beginning, because you have to feel each other out. And I feel like then you're going to start to relax. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. Okay. Yeah. See, this is why, because with your person, they've been through a lot of sadness and loss when it comes to relationships. It could be that they may have lost somebody, like somebody may have passed away, because when this card shows up and I see the cemetery, that's what that gives me. Okay. And then they've been in relationships where there's been a lot of accusations, okay, where they couldn't trust the other person because the person was coming up, showing up one way, but then they were doing other things. I see Seven of Swords in my mind. Okay. So this person has got to regain control of themselves. All right. So with you and this person are going to be traveling the world with each other, wanting to travel the world, okay, with you. So this is talking about, you and this person having a lot of adventures with each other. Like I told you, your person could be somebody that travels for a living, or they could just enjoy traveling. Both of you could enjoy traveling, and you're going to do it together. Okay. You're going to do a lot of it together. The fact that card is coming up. All right. So now we're going to get a message from Spirit. See what they want to tell you. Okay, so we got the Queen of Swords showing up. Okay. Releasing situations or people that no longer serve you. Seeing the humor in difficult situations. Focusing on your career. Okay. It says divorced or unmarried individuals. So this is, again, an air sign or someone with a lot of air in their chart. Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. This is Spirit, telling you, to transform. This is about you and your person transforming into people that are going to be open to letting the other person in. Okay, putting the sword down, both of you putting the sword down, because remember, they're showing up as the king of swords. So you're gonna end up being a couple. That's what Spirit is saying. And so this is about the both of you. You're both very truthful individuals, I feel like, but this is about, you know, both of you letting go of things you need to let go of, like your person with this regret card, and then also with the fear card here. Okay, all right. Let's get some messages from your person. No messages from the twin. This is going to be new love only. Okay. They're saying their heart is yearning for you. We've got, I see my future when I look in your eyes. I hear Otis Redding. That's how strong my love is. So you don't, some of that song may be significant. May want to look it up. That's how strong my love is. That's what it's called. Okay, we've got the thinking card here. All right. It says, I am thinking about you at this moment. The thought of you never leaves my mind, no matter where I go. The songs I'm hearing remind me of you. It makes me more vulnerable and think about you even more. Okay. All right. Okay, we have, I have to deal with my pain to be able to open my heart to love again. Okay. Like I told you, this person's got some things they've got to fix. Okay. I hope to have a future with you one day. Okay. Then we both need time to heal. And then I'm secretly obsessed with you. So this person thinks about you all the time, Leo. Okay. All right. Now we're going to get some romance, some Hollywood, excuse me, Black Hollywood romance stars oracle cards before we go. Okay, we've got reconciliation. It says be open to someone returning and wanting to work things out. This is a past life connection. Don't be coming at me in the comments, Leo, talking about, oh, you talking about somebody. Oh, no, this is new love. My thing, it says new love tarot spread. That is what I'm doing. This is talking about new love. Okay. So put the gun down. All right. Then we've got deeper intimacy. It says the feelings of emotional closeness and love allow you to feel safe, desired, and more connected to your partner. Spirit is telling you the more you open up slowly, not quickly, the more you open up, the deeper the intimacy is going to be between you and this person. Okay. All right, Leo, I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Leo. Hi, Leo. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to start the month off by giving you a reading, or ending October, giving you a reading about you and your soulmate. Okay, but these readings are timeless, so whenever you find this reading, this is what you're meant to hear. Okay, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started, Leo. Okay, here we go. So overall energy for this week's reading, or for the beginning of the month, it is the Magician. Okay, so this is talking about, you know, manifestation. This is Spirit saying you can have the type of life you want to have, whatever type of life you want to live. You have the power, you have all the skills, tools, and abilities in order to create what it is that you want. Okay, underneath this we have the World. This is all signs. It is talking about an ending. Okay, an ending to, I feel like, an old way of life to make way for a new type of life. Okay, your life is about to drastically change, Leo. I feel like is what Spirit is saying. Okay, trying to see what that is. These cards are weird, but I love them. Okay, so this is also talking about you overcoming whatever personal challenges you need to overcome in order to open up new doors and opportunities for yourself. Okay, underneath this is the Three of Pentacles. This is what's about to happen. You're coming together with your soulmate, and you and this person are going to compromise. You're going to collaborate, and you are going to build a spectacular relationship with each other. Okay, both of you may be coming out of the Four of Cups energy. This can talk about depression. One or the both of you at a at a certain time may have lost sight of the magic of life, because that this card, it's like that to me is like a form of depression, like, because you keep trying to, it's like you're beating your head against the wall trying to make relationships work, and for whatever reason, you're not, or you haven't been in the past, you haven't been successful. But spirit is showing you with these cards all on my table, and a lot of them have like a lot of happy stuff on them at the top, because I've shuffled all these cards, a lot of them, before I turned on the camera. So spirit is telling you that you do have success coming when it comes to your love life. Okay, just hang on. Okay, there's going to be competition. Okay, competition coming from this twin, your person. I told y'all this before. Your person, whoever it was that they were with, this person, I feel like, is not going to want to give up, because they realized that their mask slipped off. Your soulmate saw who this person really was, and so now they're scrambling, wanting to fix things, especially when they see your person get into a connection with the two of, where the two of you are happy. This person's going to come gunning for it as well. Okay. All right. Yeah. Because you and this person have the potential to be life partners, to also basically, build a legacy. This is not just about money. It's about love, happiness, and legacy. Okay. You passing things down. This is about, for some of you, the first time you're ever going to have generational wealth, that type of thing. You're breaking curses, all these types of things. Okay. All right. So we're going to start by clarifying the Magician. Okay, Magician. Magician. Okay, so you and this new person are mirroring each other. Okay, this is also talking about you mirroring, yourself, looking at yourself, looking at your life, because your life. When you look at your life, it's a reflection of what's going on inside of you. So this is about you, taking time for self-reflection, introspection, like looking at your inner wounds so you can heal them. Okay, you're going to be at a crossroads, as I told you before. I tell you this every reading, because you're going to have a choice. You're either, instead of two roads, I see three. One where, there's the twin on one of those roads, there is the soulmate on the other, and then in the middle you got one where you can just choose yourself if that's what you're wanting, because not everybody wants to be in a relationship. Okay, then we have the it's over card. So I feel like, whatever's going on with these past relationships, I feel like for both of you, this is spirit saying that it's over for the both of you with these other people. You're not wanting to move towards them or deal with them in any other kind of way anymore. Okay. All right. So now we're going to take a look at the first card. This represents the main theme of the month. So we've got the Ace of Wands here. This is about a passionate new start, a passionate new beginning when it comes to your love life. Okay. Let's clarify. Ace of Wands. Okay, so this is going to be about taking a chance, taking a risk. Okay, this could be your soulmate taking a risk to come towards you. All right, they may not be showing their hand right now, but they are going to gamble on you, because I hear that ABBA song again, take a chance on me. So this person's going to come forward and want you to take a chance on them and a relationship with them. And I feel like if you're going to give, after you gave that twin a damn chance, I feel like anybody deserves a damn chance after all the bullshit they pull. You should be able to give, anybody that's coming at you the right way, at least try it, because you can always see. That's what people don't understand. They think that because you get into a relationship with somebody, it doesn't mean you can't back out. If you feel like it's not working for you, you can try it. And if it's not for you, you can be like, hey, we tried, but it's not for me. That's all you got to do. Okay, so to clarify, coming from your side, there's a soulmate card, and look at what this person is doing in the soulmate card. Okay, put yourself where you fit, guys. Okay, so with this soulmate card, this is spirit saying this person is coming into your life, and this is going to be about marriage, about commitment, about long term, about life partner. This is life partner energy. Okay, when it comes to your person, Again, you know, we just talked about a fresh start in love, a passionate new start, right? They're coming in with that fresh start. Okay, next card represents the past influences affecting this month. So we got the Nine of Swords, a lot of worry. You've been very worried about your love life. And I feel like rightfully so, because you've been through a lot of shit. And so, you know, this could be actually be a form of PTSD when it comes to bad relationships. Because I feel like a lot of you got PTSD because of the fucking shit you've been through. Because it's like the same thing. Like I said, same thing, different person, right? So the reason why that's occurring is because those are patterns that are within you that need to be healed. And like I said, it's subconscious. It's not something you're consciously doing, because nobody's going to sit there and consciously say, you know, unless they're a player or something like that. Most people are not going to sit there and say, well, let me get into this relationship with this person to just fuck it up because I just want to fuck it up. You know what I'm saying? Nobody consciously says no shit like that. So I feel like, you know, this is you trying to recover from all of the BS you've been through. But the way you truly recover from this is by healing it so it cannot play out again. Okay? Let's clarify. Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords. Okay, yeah, there's going to be a sudden change. It says shocking news, a surprise and epiphany, a transformation that's going to be occurring in your love life. Okay, Spirit is telling you you got to clean up your vibration, boo, because you got your soulmate returning. That's who's coming back. Okay, don't come for me in the comments talking about something. Oh, is this somebody from the past? It is your soulmate. Let me tell you this. Even if it's somebody from your past, let me explain this to you. It doesn't have to be somebody that you were in a relationship with. We all know people from our past that we've known for years, but we wasn't in a relationship with them. And just because you weren't attracted to that person wasn't attracted to you back in the day, don't mean they can't come in now and be attracted to you, because people change. You change, your tastes change. Okay, like for instance, you know how some women are just attracted to bad boys, or make it fit guys. Some guys are attracted to women that have that bad girl image. As you get older, you realize all that fucking shit is smoke and mirrors. All it is somebody, you know, coming up acting like they cool, but in all reality they fucking broken. So the thing, I'm saying all of this to say, when you get older, you realize that, right? It's like you look behind the veil. It's like in the Wizard of Oz when they look behind those of you who don't know it, go watch the movie. It's like at the end when they find the wizard and they look behind the fucking curtain and they see is this little ass old man doing all this shit to make themselves look like they big and like they bad and they this and that and they that. It's the same thing. And so it's like once you realize that, once you figure that shit out logically and emotionally and mentally, you're like, okay, it's like that type of person loses their mystique for you, right? They're no longer a mystery. They're no longer sexy to you, because pain is not motherfucking sexy. Like I said, unless you into BDSM, I guess, pain is not motherfucking sexy. So it gets to a point to where you grow up, you mature, and you're like, okay, I just want somebody that's gonna be nice, that I'm attracted to, that's gonna treat me right. So that's what Spirit is trying to explain to you in this situation. When we talk about somebody returning, it don't have to be somebody you were in a relationship with. It could just be somebody that you knew. It could have been somebody you went to school with that always secretly had a crush on you, or maybe they didn't, but maybe they see you now and they want to be with you now. Or like I said, same friend group, somebody you work with. It could be so many different ways this can play out when they talk about return. Okay, so like that's why I'm telling y'all, don't come at me in the comments about that, because Spirit is telling you what you need to hear. Take it as it resonates, or leave it if it don't resonate with you. Okay, because at the end of the day, you have free will and you can choose to be with somebody or choose not to be with somebody. That's your choice. And then when you make your choice, I'm telling all the signs this, don't come at me in the comments if it don't work out the way you want it to be, you know, the way you want it to, because this is life. You make choices, your actions have consequences. Okay, you're never gonna live life and do things and it not have some type of consequence, whether it's a positive consequence or a negative one. Okay, all right. Then when it gets to your person, we've got two cards that fell, the withholding card and the growth and expansion. So Spirit is telling you that this person is withholding because they're not telling you how they feel. Like I told you, some of y'all already know who this is. They watching you on a regular basis, but it just hadn't hit you yet. The two of you haven't been activated yet. It's like, for instance, with my twin, I'm gonna give you an example. With my twin, the ex-person that I don't deal with no more, when I had first seen this person, like, oh my gosh, maybe 2 years ago or a year before they actually approached me. Okay. So, and I remember, like, when I had interacted with them, I just remember saying to myself, I was like, oh, that, that person, they seem like they pretty cool, or, they're a nice looking dude or whatever. But I was like, they too fucking young. That's what I was saying to myself. They too young. And so that ended up being my twin, and I didn't realize it at the time, right? I didn't realize it in the beginning when I had first met this person, right? So that's why I'm trying to tell you, and it was because we hadn't been activated yet, right? So it's when this person approaches you to tell you how they feel, and they're being genuine with you. Because a lot of people keep asking me how they supposed to know it's your person. You're gonna be able to feel it. Because like my person, when I saw my person, like, really looked at them, it, like I said, the activation occurred and I knew it was them. Okay. Because like I said, the way it feels, you got to pay attention to their energy, how it feels when you think about them and stuff like that. Because, like, think about how you feel when you think about the twin. You don't get good vibes from them, right? But when you think about your soulmate, even if you haven't met them yet, think about how that energy feels. It feels good. And so that's the signature you're looking for. But like I said, this person's going to come in showing you some type of attraction, even if they don't tell you they're in love with you, or they don't tell you they want to date you with the intent of marrying you or anything like that, or they don't tell you they want a commitment. They're still gonna come in with some form of attraction. So it's just up to you to use your discernment, right? I can't tell you how to do everything. You got to figure it out on your own, because that's a part of living life. Okay. All right. But like I said, this person's going to come in. This connection is going to lead to a lot of growth and expansion on both sides of it. You're going to help each other to heal. Like I said, the residue of what has happened, not the whole thing. So you have to always be the person that's in charge of your own healing. You can't be looking for somebody else to help you heal, because I tell y'all this all the time. People don't have to leave you. They could fucking die. Anything could happen. I'm not trying to speak that into existence, but I'm telling you that to give you an example, to let you know that this lifetime, I don't know about any other lifetimes, but this specific lifetime is about you standing on your own 2 feet and knowing, regardless of who is there or who is not there, that you got your own fucking back, and you're going to be able to take care of yourself no matter what. That's what Spirit is talking about when they show you that 9 of Pentacles, and when they show you that Emperor and that Empress card. That is what Spirit is talking about. Okay. All right. So the next card we're going to take a look at represents the roadblocks of the month. So we got the Queen of Pentacles showing up here. This is an earth sign, or someone with a lot of earth in their chart, towards Virgo, Capricorn. This can talk about, you wanting a long-term, stable, and committed relationship. But I feel like what Spirit is saying with this card is what we just talked about. You standing in your power, you knowing your worth, you stabilizing yourself in every area of your life, so that when this new person comes in, you using 100% of your discernment, because you don't need anything from this person. It's a song. Oh God, what's her name? Janae Aiko. It's this song with her and somebody else. I can't remember who the other person is, but she says in the song, I don't need you, I don't need you, I don't need you, but I want you. So that's what Spirit is telling you. That's the energy they want you to be in, where you like, I don't need you, but I want to be with you. That's a powerful fucking statement to be able to say. Because then that means I'm with you because I want to be with you, and not because I need a place to stay, or I need you to take care of me, or I need you to heal me, I need you to do this, do that. Because we're not looking for them type of relationships. That's how I know I've changed, because I was listening to somebody talking about a relationship today, and they were talking about how somebody is trying to get out of a relationship in order to come towards somebody else. And I'm like, I'm like, that's disgusting, because I'm like, you need to give yourself, you need to heal your shit. Your shit. You don't need to come towards nobody looking for them to heal you. And that's how I know I done changed, because the old me would be like, oh, come on, this. And I'm like, no, now I'm responsible for my healing. You're going to be responsible for yours. And when we get in a relationship together, and it's, you know, it's us together, then we can be responsible for helping each other with our healing. But I'm not gonna try to heal you from some other bitch, okay? Or you know, for the dudes, for some other chick, right? I'm not finna do that. So I'm not expecting you to do that for me, and I'm not gonna be doing that for you. Like I said, the residue, the endings, like, you know, when you still a little, you still a little raw from what happened, but the majority of it's been healed. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about when you full blown in it and all three of the cups are thrown down and that's all you can stare at and you depressed and this. No, I'm not gonna do that because I had to heal myself. And in a healthy relationship, everybody takes care of themselves. Okay, I'm not saying you can't lean on each other. All right, but it's not, we don't want codependency. We want interdependency. Is what Spirit is saying. Okay. All right, let's clarify. Yeah, see, you and this person, y'all are already together in the fifth dimension. That's why you hearing these songs and all these things. Like I said, it could be their higher self communicating with your higher self. Okay, hold on. Okay, so this came out actually when I was shuffling this deck. When I was shuffling this deck before I turned on the camera, these two cards fell out. And a lot of times it's Spirit telling me what is going to go on in the reading before I even, you know, turn on the camera and do anything. So let me talk about these two first. We got long distance trip, and then we have accusation. So I feel like for a lot of you, this person, you know, they may live at a distance, or it could be a thing where they have to travel for their work. Okay, this could be somebody that's a CEO. They may have their own business. This could be somebody that does a lot of things. They may have a lot of irons in the fire, or a lot of, you know, spinning a lot of plates. Okay. So with the accusation card, I feel like it's been a thing with this person where they've been in relationships to where, you know, everybody's pointing the finger. Nobody's wanting to take responsibility. I feel like your person is someone that will take responsibility, but whoever it was that they were with didn't want to do that. Just like the twin you were with never wanted to take responsibility for what they did, even though we know they fucked up a lot of shit in the connection with the, you know, with the two of you. Okay. All right. So we have these are the two cards that fell out before, and I put them back in the deck and shuffled, and they just came out again. So we've got narcissism, love bombing, self-absorbed, one-sided. So both of you were in these types of connections. And then we got the talking card. So you and this person are going to be interested. You're going to be awaiting this person's messages and vice versa. There's going to be a lot of texts, a lot of calls, possibly emails, and, you know, more talking. So this is you and this person getting to know each other, starting off as friends. Okay. Because like I said, the both of you need to go slow because you were love bombed before, and you need to take your time so you can slowly absorb things. And also, if somebody, this is how you know if somebody playing with you or not. Like a friend, one of my friends' mothers, when I was younger, she always used to spit some crazy advice that when I was younger I didn't understand it, but now as an adult I'm like, she just was dropping all these bombs, all these golden nuggets, and I didn't realize it. So one of the things she used to say was that when you are getting to know somebody, she said 3 months. She said, if you take your time with the person, in 3 months, you'll know everything you fucking need to know. Okay, sometimes before then. Because if it's a thing, especially if it's a thing where you going slow with somebody, they don't, you know, they ain't gonna have time to keep that mask up like that and be trying to juggle balls, do all this. But I don't feel like I said, I feel like when this person comes in, you're gonna know that this person like means what they're, you know, saying. They're walking their walk and talking their talk. Okay, and or walking their talk, whatever way you want to say it. But you're gonna know, you're gonna tell by the way you feel, because people who are trying to pull the wool over your eyes and stuff like that, that's why your intuition is so very important. Okay, people want to, you know, rely on logic and stuff like that, and I'm not knocking logic. Logic is a beautiful thing, but I feel like it's a time and place for that. Sometimes when it comes to people, it's not about your logic, it's about what does your gut tell you, because your gut is there for a reason. You have that's like your inner security system, you know, like a security system on a house. That's what your intuition is. It's a security system, right? You don't even have to fucking set the code, it's already on. So all you got to do is pay attention to how you feel. Let me tell you this. Let's talk about this real quick. This is just an example that just came to mind. So there was this book I was reading not too long ago that talks about how, like, it was like an interview with women where they had been assaulted and things had been done to them, that, like, bad things had been done to them, and they interviewed them to find out, like, during those moments, like when they first met the perpetrator and stuff like that, what the circumstances was, and or what the circumstances were, and then they how they internalized it, like how what was their intuition telling them. And every person they interviewed was telling the interviewer they knew something was wrong with the person, and then they ignored their alarm system and kept fucking going and ended up getting hurt. That's why I tell you, it is so important for you to rely on your intuition, okay? Because it can save you from some fucked up shit if you pay attention to it and you trust it, okay? But you got to start to trust it. You have to exercise that, okay? Because I talk about that all the time, how I'm a solo traveler. I've been all over the world. I've been to some all kinds of places by myself, and my friends used to ask me, like, how do you go and do this, and how can you travel like this and stuff like that? I said, because I listen to my intuition. And I'm like, there have been times where I'm walking somewhere, right? I'm in another country, right? I'm walking somewhere and I get ready to go in a certain direction, and my intuition will be just start going off. I just start feeling weird. And I'm like, okay, they telling you, it's telling you, don't go that fucking way. Go some other way. And then, I'll be like, okay, what about this way? Or what about that way? I'll do that and then move. That's how I'm able to go places, because people can act whatever type of way they want to act, but you know how they tell you, what do they say? Oh gosh, like 95% of communication is body language and all this kind of stuff. It's not even the words that people say. It's all the other shit, right? And I feel like it's the energy. To me, it's the energy. It's not just the body language. It's a person's energy, and you can tell if you really pay attention. You can tell if somebody's giving you the fucking ick. You need to listen, because they give you that ick for a reason. It's something going through their mind or something in their energy that you know is not vibing with what's going on with you. It's just like how sometimes you can meet people, Leo, and straight up in the beginning you just don't fucking like that person for whatever reason. And it could be everybody around you could be like, why you don't like them? Oh, we they life of the party, we have such a good time with them, this. If my intuition tell me, yeah, look, I'm just gonna say it like this, because I'm gonna keep it real. If my intuition is telling me you ain't shit, then you ain't motherfucking shit. Okay? I don't have to know why at this stage, because I've dealt with my intuition so much and I trust it so much till if it's telling me, that you ain't shit, I got to back off. I don't need to know why. Okay? Because that's the thing too. People want to try to justify why. Well, why? Why do you feel like this? I don't know. I just be like, I don't know. I'd be like, but my intuition has never steered me wrong. And until it does, I'm gonna keep following what the hell it's telling me. Okay? So that's what we're talking about here, because you've been through it, Leo, and you gotta learn how to discern who is supposed to be in your life and who is not. Because don't think Spirit won't give you no damn test. They always, with the tests, want to test you and see if you picking up what they putting down. Okay? All right. So next card we're gonna take a look at represents the possibilities of the month. So we got the Seven of Pentacles and we have the Justice card. Justice card is Libra energy. It's talking about balance. Seven of Pentacles, this is about you reaping what you've sown, having patience. Okay? So Spirit is telling you that this month, if you balance yourself out with this Justice card, you have good karma coming to you and you have the possibility to reap what you've sown, but you have to do your work. You've got to clear up the majority of, do the majority of your healing to prepare for this new person to come in. Okay? Spirit is telling you to think about the things you need to think about, okay, with this contemplation card here, and release the things that are no longer serving you. Let it go. Let it go. And like I said, forgiveness. Nobody likes that word either. But you got to forgive these people. I'm telling you, get these people out of your energy. When they say somebody's still hanging around in your energy, get them out. Get these people out. Okay? Because they're not worth it. This person should not be able to siphon off of you because they haven't done anything to earn it. That's my thing. Okay, this is my thing. And here we go again. If you want to be in something, I feel like with somebody, you got to put some, it's like a piggy bank. Okay, it's like you got to put some coins. You got to put some coins in that pig. You can't not put coins in the pig and then bust it open and think you're gonna get something out of it when times turn hard, right? That was my whole thing about my twin. I was like, he wanted to do nothing, right? He wanted to do nothing or do the minimum, just enough to make me like him. And then when that happens, then he wanted to start to pull back because he thought I was gonna chase him. And I'm like, see, but I'm old school. Like I say, you gotta put some money in the piggy bank, boo. You gotta put some money in the savings account if you think you're gonna go later on to withdraw in any relationship. I don't care. I don't care if it's a family relationship. I don't care if this is somebody you went to school with. I don't care if it's platonic. I don't care if it's romantic, whatever. You got to put some coin, some money into these relationships if you're expecting to get something out of it. Okay? Because so I'm saying all this to say, you doing this, right? This is the reason why I'm saying this is because this person was doing the very minimum, right? And then wanted to pull back and start acting stupid. And I'm like, okay, the coins that are in the piggy bank, that's for when you act stupid. Where I can say, okay, well, I can give them a little bit of the benefit of the doubt because they actually did take the time to put something into this connection. But if the piggy bank is open, I mean, is empty, and you start acting a fool, I'm turning around and walking away because I'm like, you telling me that I got to put up with your shit. That's what you telling me by your actions is that you're expecting me because I don't have to do nothing. You're expecting me to put up with your shit, and you've done nothing for me to, for me or for you to merit that. You've done nothing to deserve me bending over backwards or trying to accommodate your foolishness when you put nothing in, you put nothing into the connection. Like I said, that's why I was telling you with my person, it wasn't even 24 hours before they started acting a damn fool. That's why I said it's just very important for you to do your healing and just let the person go. Let them go out of your energy for good. And the way you do that is forgiveness. That's the way you kill this type of person. And I don't mean literally. I'm talking about like with kindness and just letting them go and not giving them any attention at all. That's how you get to people like this, because that's what they thrive off of. That's what they gotta have. They gotta have that attention. And so when you rob them of that, that's how you get they asses. Okay. All right, so we got the sunglasses card showing up here, and it's talking about watching, looking, perception, stalking. So you being watched by two people. You being watched. It could be more than that, Leo. But the two that I know of, you being watched by the twin, and you also being watched by this new person, because like I told you, they're waiting for the proper time to come in to tell you about everything, because they're wanting to come and give you intimacy. This card just flipped out of the deck. It just flipped. The minute I picked up the deck, it just fell out. So this person wants to come. They want to get close to you. They want to, I hear that. What's that song? I don't know who sing that song. It's one of them old men. Oh gosh. When the old, I want to get next to you. Somebody gonna tell me in the comments. But is it Temptations? I think that's what I hear in my head. So this person is all about you, honey. That's why they watching you. They ready to fill the damn piggy bank up. They ready to fill your savings account up because they want you to be there, and they want to be there with you. Okay. All right. So now we're gonna get some messages from Spirit. See what else they want to tell you about the reading. Okay, so we've got passion. Okay, Spirit is saying to try something you've never done before. Okay, the passion is what's going to help you to get through the healing here. Okay, it's something for you to channel these low vibrational energy or this pain that you've been through. That's a positive or a very positive or good way for you to channel your energy. Okay, then we have addiction here. It says an addiction is affecting this relationship. So we talked about what was going on with your person. This could be them that has one. It could be you. It could be both of you. Okay. You could be workaholics. And like I said, it don't have to be. It could be negative thoughts. Okay. Because that's been coming up for a lot of people. Spirit is saying there's a toxic addiction to an attachment, a toxic attachment to negative thoughts. Okay. That can act as a block to this person coming in. Okay. Then we have self-care. Spirit is saying to clear your energy field and focus on yourself before acting. Okay. So this is about you taking care of yourself, because you can't expect to be in a relationship and be a fully functional partner in a relationship if you're not taking care of yourself. All right. Like I said, the partnership or the connection is only as strong as the two individuals that are entering it. Okay. All right. So let's get some messages. See what your person wants to tell you. This new love, no old person. We ain't talking about that. Okay, so we got 3 that fell. It says, you are my 2 of cups. You are my soulmate. Then we have, I hope you don't find out that I've been watching your social media. So like I said, this person be watching your ass, Leo. And it says, the thought of you with someone else drives me insane. I feel like that's one of the reasons they watch it too, because they don't want anybody else to get you. I'm telling you, if anybody else come up to you and try to mac or whatever, I feel like they're going to be coming in. But I'm not telling you to go out there and do that. Live your life. If somebody asks you out and you want to go out on a date, go. Because you're not a nun or a damn monk. If you want to date somebody else, just to get your feet wet or whatever you want to do, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Because you going on a date doesn't mean you're committing to this person. Okay? All right. So let's get some more messages. Okay, so we've got, I know that we are spiritually connected. We have the thought of you drives me crazy. And then we have, no matter what happens, my heart will always belong to you. Okay? Get one more. I think about you so much, it's scaring me. So like I said, you're always on this person's mind. You live rent free in their head. Okay? Get one more. Okay, so we have need you. It says, you are so nurturing, magnetic, and a passionate queen or king in my life. Your light shines bright and guides me in my darkness. You feel like home to me, and I always feel very happy and comfortable in your presence. Thank you, my love, for always sending me healing energy and love. I need your energy even more now. Okay? Okay. So now we are going to get a lover's oracle card to see what else Spirit wants to tell you about the reading. Oh, there it goes. It says secret admirer. Let me show you the front of the card. It says, someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. Like I told you, it's somebody that Leo, they in your face on a regular basis, or they watching you on social media. It's something where they seeing you on a regular basis, because all these cards, what they're saying and stuff, what Spirit is saying is that, this is somebody that knows you a lot. Okay? They know you intimately, not necessarily, but when I say intimately, I'm not talking about sexually. They know, like, they're not somebody that just knows what's the word, just I don't know, fringe facts about you, things, superficial stuff. This is somebody that knows deep things about you. So they gotta, like I said, they either in your friend group, they know one of your friends, or they, it's something like that, or somebody you went to school with, it could be anything. Okay? So I'm just letting you know that. And like I told you, it does not have to be somebody that you were in a relationship with. You know a lot of people. Hell, I know a lot of people too. And it just wasn't time for you and this person to come together, and now it may be. Okay? All right, so I hope this helped, Leo. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Leo.